So what's one of the things that strikes me as well from what Steve mentioned is that actually you can get a very good buy-in from many people within the organization if you associate this transformation to energy and resource efficiency by linking it to cost reduction. And of course, this is one of the things that you can do. You can win a couple of different KPI ticks, shall we say, on your checklist if you're actually achieving cost reduction at the same time. So we should see this as an opportunity.
So nevertheless, as I said, it is two directions. First of all, we have to work on the next aircraft, fully carbon neutral, but also as Airbus is complying to the Green Deal with rigid targets towards 2030, we have now also to work on the single small steps, so harvesting the low-hanging fruits.
I think that we have always done interesting things because we've tackled industries that have structurally failed. You know, the waste industry shouldn't exist at all, because the fact that it exists means that we've all failed. It's a failure of creativity, it's a failure of design, it's a failure of imagination.
And you can use these kind of technologies for things like that, but you have to bring the fresh ideas. You have to bring the willingness to look at something completely differently, how we have before. It's not just extending lean to its nth degree. It really is kind of taking a different version and a different view of the world and applying it to how we do manufacturing.
And it leads on to very much onto Cressy's comment about permission. You know, by being in a room of people who are trying to do things, you gain permissions to go further, to try things, to experiment. I don't think any of us know exactly how the future is going to work out. If you do, we'd like to buy shares from you, right? But it's so much safer to do nothing, or to do things that are really already implemented in 47 companies that you already know, to be not just second to the party, but 10th. And Olivia comments that, you know, there are big, easy wins that are still out there. I'm going to finish. I think that, Steve, you know, if somebody, 20 years ago said, you know, Toyota is in the business of mass producing happiness, they would have been saying you're smoking something, right? But actually, I think this is a conversation that we are seeing from some of the leaders. So I didn't actually refer to it, but the well-being conversation. If my business delivers well-being during moments of stress, disruption, downturn, people will still want to buy well-being. They might not want to buy luxury handbags. Sorry, Chrissy, right? And I think this has become strategic, and it's actually a very smart thing to understand what well-being means for you and how you can help deliver well-being to all. So let's mass produce a bit of happiness.